Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. My voice is still messed up and I think I should see a doctor because it's not getting any better. We're going to be going over all three races from this weekend from Bristol, starting with the trucks, Xfinity, and Comp. I said Comp, I don't know why. That's such a weird word. We're going to start off with the truck race. My God, I already hate this right now. Which was on Thursday night. You had Lane Riggs start the race off by sliding and spinning. Little did we know that he'd end up winning the race, so that's pretty interesting there. But he spun out on lap one, which was pretty insane there. Other than that, it was a pretty average Bristol race. Although, unfortunately, Chandler Smith had issues again for the second playoff race in a row at Darlington. He really, yeah, it was at Darlington, right? Yeah, it definitely was at Darlington. I think he had some tire issues and he had to come down pit road. He was below the cutoff by the end of that race, and then at the end of this race, he's still at the end of the cutoff. So he had issues again. You had Jake Garcia, the same thing, had more issues as well. I think they're both below the cut line. They are. So pretty unfortunate for those two there. Other than that, it was a pretty average race here. I mean, Jake Garcia won stage one before the issues happened. I think it was power steering for him. And Corey Haim won stage two. And at the end, it was Lane Riggs who came back after that spin to win the race and advance himself into the round of, I want to say, 8. Yeah, 8. So yeah, let's look at the playoff standings real quick. Corey Haim and Lane Riggs already advanced. They have Hamrick, Majeski, and Empinger, and Ankrum, who have pretty good cushions. Honeycutt and Caruth, though, they could lose their spots by the next race. I think the next race is New Hampshire, which, okay, so we're gonna see how that goes there. Right now, Jake Garcia and Chandler Smith are below the cut line. I have a feeling that Chandler Smith has to have a perfect race at New Hampshire next week. So, yeah, we'll see what happens there. But that's the end of the Bristol race for the Truck Series. Moving on, we have the Xfinity Series race that was on Friday night. See, my voice is so messed up, man. Oh my God, I hate myself right now. But yeah. Yeah, you had a couple cautions in the first stage. Kelsey happened in lap 11, and you had the Parsons and Corey Day, whatnot. How do you say it? Like the collisions and all that. My bad. I'm really bad at this. Allgaier won stage one, and it was Connor Zilic that won stage two. That was a wild stage one ending, by the way. My goodness. And then stage two was an amazing battle with Zilic, and I already forgot who, Mayer. So that's pretty cool to see there. And then you had 4 more cautions, just little things like Taylor Gray, Carson Ware, and Daniel Dye spinning out. But that's Bristol for you, so yeah. Eric Amarola ended up getting the win, which is something I did not expect there. So yeah, let's look at the playoffs after the first race. Zillage is basically locked in, bro. Like, what are we doing? Allgaier and Mayer are above, and by 53 and 35. You have Carson Quapple, who was like only 16 ahead. This entire grid can change by, I don't know, this entire thing could be changed by the end of the first round. I honestly could see that happening, I'm not gonna lie to you. 16 points, in my opinion, is not that good of a cushion. We saw the same thing with SVG. So yeah, it's not that big of a cushion. So I'm interested to see where this grid will go from here. Nick Sanchez, Jesse Love, Austin Hill, and Sammy Smith are below the cut line after the first race. My picks to be eliminated for this from this round are Nick Sanchez, Taylor Gray, Harrison Burton, and Sammy Smith. Yeah, 2 of them are already there, but I don't think RCR is gonna get bounced out of the first round that easily. So yeah, that's that there. And now moving on to Saturday night's Cup race right here. This was wild and this was amazing. I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, this was an incredible upgrade from the spring race. The spring race on Jeff Gluck's poll got 20.1%, the worst race of the year. And then this race was a bit it was exactly like spring 2024. The tire wear just making everything just very entertaining and very must watch. Like who's gonna stay out, who's gonna pit, who's gonna save their tires, who's gonna blow up a tire. It had your eyes open. Like it really, it kept you focused. Like during the spring race, like I was dozing off on my chair. Now with this race, it kept you locked in because of how much stuff happened throughout the race. You had 12 cautions for cause. So yeah, first of all, Josh Berry, he caught fire, and this is just terrible. Like he's had possibly the most tragic playoff run in NASCAR history. Finished last at Darlington, Gateway, and Bristol. Darlington he wrecked on lap 1. Gateway, I don't know what lap he wrecked on there. and he caught fire on lap 76 in this race. So that's really unfortunate for Josh Berry, man. I mean, he had a good start of the year and then was just never seen again. He was already locked in due to that win, and then into the playoffs, he just. And I wanted him to succeed too because I thought he was still good. Nope. This really unfortunate playoff run for Josh Berry, which was not his fault basically. So that's really unfortunate there. Ryan Blaney won stage 1, and then you had a couple spins in stage 2, and then Ty Gibbs won stage 2. This was Ty Gibbs' best career race up until that freaking speeding penalty, which really screwed him up there because I don't even know if he got back in the top 10. I think he did, but I think that that speeding penalty really cost him the race, so that's unfortunate there. Yeah. And then you have like 8 more cautions. Let's count. After stage 2, you had SVG spinning, Cole Custer, Chase Elliott, who wrecked Noah Gragson. Chase Elliott legitimately could have been out after that. I'm not gonna lie to you. He was barely, or not barely, he was 23 above. But I think Bowman, after that spin too, I think was coming back and was having a good race with a different strategy. Was running top 3. No, it was too good to be true. Alex Bowman just capped off his most underwhelming season, in my opinion, ever since moving to the 48. So yeah, that's that. Unfortunate there. And then yeah, Bubba Wallace getting into Stenhouse. All right, so let's count again. That's already 4. Wallace getting into Stenhouse, and then Larson wrecking the caution after. Hamlin with wheel issues on 383, and then Wallace smacked the wall with 13 to go. That was 9 cautions since that stage 2 win by Ty Gibbs. And then you had, okay, that's 9. The other SVG spin was 10 Stenhouse. The other one was 11, 12, 13 cautions for cause. That's incredible. And this was still a really fun race. So that's pretty cool there. So now let's put the entire standings on the screen right now. Denny Hamlin leading the playoff standings by 26, and they got Byron Larson and Bell 20 above. Then there's Blaney, Briscoe, Elliott, and Wallace, who's 1 above. Below the cut line is Logano, Cindric, Chastain, and Reddick, and already eliminated was Bowman, Dillon, SVG, and Josh Berry. Stuttering now. Start of a new round. I'm gonna say Cindric, Logano, Wallace, and Reddick get bounced out of this one. New Hampshire, I don't know how good Wallace is at that track, in my honest opinion. You have the Roval in there as well. What other track is there? Kansas. You have the Roval, Kansas, and New Hampshire in that one. I don't think Logano might have a chance at New Hampshire. I don't know how good he is there. Roval, he's never really been that great at Kansas. It's 50-50 because Logano is either really good or really bad at that track. So, yeah. Wallace and Reddick, the way I could see them advancing is a win at Kansas, but I think this playoff chase might be a little bit too tight. I don't know. I'm still going to say Cindric, Wallace, Logano, and Reddick are going to be bounced after this round. So, yeah. My voice is horrible, man. I need to see a doctor. I don't know. That'll do it for this video, everybody. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Goodbye.